We are live. Wow, we have a whole bunch of people jumped on already. Let me hide this and go ahead and say hello to some people. I am actually in the StreamYard platform, so I'm not on the web page with you guys, but I do have Heather hosting today. So if you are watching this right now, you should have a text box or a chat box to the right of the screen on the right side. If you wouldn't mind, just chat your name and where you're watching from in there. That would be great. And I should see those popping up in here soon, and Heather can put those on the screen. If you don't see it, actually, Heather, we should probably be checking to make sure that everybody can see that. Let's see. Hopefully I start seeing some pop in. All right. If you guys have that box, I don't know if the box is working because nobody's typing anything. Can somebody say they at least see the box where they can start the chat on the web page? It's not going to be very interactive. All right. Heather, hopefully you can check that out. And oh, here we go. Wait a minute. Never mind. Here we come. All right. The box worked for Terry, Ming. Okay. Ming in from Singapore. My buddy Ming Song. Awesome. Good. I'm glad the box is working for everybody. If you guys see something cool, have a question, anything, please type it in the box. But go ahead and tell us where you're watching from. Just type in where you're from. I know Singapore. Ming, you're in Singapore. You're definitely win the furthest away prize today. There's really no prize. So I don't know what that prize is. A pat on the back next time I see you would be great. Cool. We're going to have a special guest join us in about 10 to 15 minutes. It's my friend John with Content at Scale. Tom Polera, Greensboro, North Carolina. Yes, I saw you yesterday. We talked about this webinar, so it's good to have you on. We are going to have a special guest take 10 minutes to talk about Content at Scale today, which is one of the tools that we just absolutely love and are raving about. Steve Little, my buddy in England. Let's put some of these up here. Let's see. Ming is from Singapore. Be awesome. Steve, there we go. Thanks, Heather. You can do that. Awesome, guys. All right, well, we're going to get started. I'm not going to waste anybody's time. Excited to share with you not only the tools that we are using, like pretty much in our daily lives that are AI powered, but we have launched a framework. We are actually implementing now currently a system, and this could fizzle and burn, who knows, but we're using it. And I'm going to share with you the digital duplication framework today, as we were calling it, the DDF. We needed to be cool and have another framework. We already had the Lens framework for social media engagement, right, from 2016 that we still talk about to this day. But we wanted a framework to show exactly what our team is working on to create massive amounts of content, like at scale, not to be confused with content at scale, but creation at scale, and then effectively clone me. I'm cloning myself now with AI. And we're going to show you those tools today, and we're going to show you that process today. It's the first time I've ever shared this process, this framework publicly. And we're using it in our business. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, get through the first bit of slides, and then I already see my buddy John Pratt in the backstage area. So when we get to his part, we will go ahead and let him have 5 or 10 minutes to talk about Content at Scale and do a demo and how it fits into this new digital duplication framework. So with that being said, and John, I do see you backstage. Thanks for jumping in, buddy. I'll bring you up in a little bit. Cool. Got the thumbs up. Awesome. So how to automate almost everything in your business using AI and one revolutionary piece of software. Now, if you guys were on our last webinar a couple months ago, you'll notice that the title slide looks familiar. As a matter of fact, it is exactly the same. we are going to be doing a lot more of these workshops, and AI tools, they come, they go, they change, they adapt, they get better, like the case of Content at Scale, which we're going to talk about soon. They continue to improve. Uh, and we're really, if you notice the title, the real title of this webinar was kind of the hottest tools this month, right? These are ones we're using, but a lot of these tools are going to stay in our list. We're just going to find new ways to work with them. And then every once in a while, like on today's, we have some new tools that are making the cut. So one tip, Terry Palma, it would be the DDF, the Digital Duplication Framework, is the answer to that question. So what we're doing is we've got new tools coming in, and some tools may go away. So let's get rocking. And I've got somebody calling me, and it's driving me crazy. I can't get it to stop ringing in my ear. All right. So I think everybody I've seen in the comments knows me, but I will quickly tell you that I am actually really Jay Vix right now on this live webinar. I am not cloning myself. I am not AIJ or JI, as I like to sometimes refer to myself with these videos. Yep, I own a digital marketing agency in Greensboro, North Carolina. And we're going to be talking about the tools that we are using to really help our productivity just scale to new heights, right? So this is a little bit more about me. I am a certified digital marketing professional. Did that through Digital Marketer back in 2016. And so, 8 years of being a CDMP, and I am a certified AI consultant. I'll give a quick shameless plug to my buddy Jeff Hunter's AI persona method. It's amazing, and it's really kind of catapulted me down the road of using AI beyond ChatGPT, right? I'm sure everybody watching this has played with ChatGPT, but there are so many new tools that are just rapidly coming out. In both of the pictures, on the right-hand side, you'll see my daughter, Mackenzie, who is just like the light of my life. I love being a girl dad. And then my wife, Devin, is in the one picture. That was taken in the mountains of, I don't remember if that was North Carolina or Tennessee. I believe it was Tennessee, though. I think we were out in Tennessee for that one, Gatlinburg area. But enough about me. All right. So today we're going to talk about a few tools, one being FormWise, which we absolutely love. It's a great way to capture leads, capture new business, and provide a lead magnet, or a tool is just one good use case of that. You can actually have a form on your website. Somebody fills out the form and it generates an AI response based on the responses to the form. You program it on the back end. They never see it. And all of a sudden you've given them a result that they might have wanted. And we're actually going to try it. I'm going to give you guys a QR code. You can actually use that on the call. So we're going to talk about FormWise, Content at Scale. I'm going to have John come up and talk about that. HeyGen, Claude, and Perplexity. And then we're also going to talk a little bit about our tool, JourneyBuilder.io, which is an all-in-one marketing automation platform. It's got all the digital marketing tools you could ever need, from building your website with a visual website builder, loading in your contact forms or surveys, all your marketing, text, email, voice communication, and a whole lot more, built on top of a robust CRM with a booking calendar and more. And we're going to talk about how we take the AI content that we're creating and how we feed it into our marketing and our systems. So, all right. I kind of just went through that a little bit. It's creating and managing online forms, making data collection a breeze. That's FormWise. Content at Scale. You put in a keyword or a YouTube video or a topic or a question, and you can literally spit out a 3,000 word blog post that's SEO optimized in sheer minutes. Terry, the webinar is being recorded. Yes, sir. HeyGen is you make AI videos. We can clone ourselves. Our team is doing a lot of that right now. Perplexity, this is like my new favorite AI tool. as far as just getting answers. Perplexity knows everything and can answer the craziest of questions with real-time research, and it's up-to-date news sources. It aggregates it. If I want to get just the facts, like Dragnet, like just the facts, ma'am, I'll go to Perplexity and I'll ask, like, what's going on with this thing in the world. Minvo's a new one that wasn't on the last webinar. Neither was Perplexity, and Claude made the list. Those are some other tools that we're going to go through. So let's get started. Oh yeah, Journey Builder. So all these tools we integrate with Journey Builder, which is our software. Not going to do too many plugs for Journey Builder today. If you want to learn more, you can go to getjourneybuilder.com and read all about it, and even book a demo with me, and I'll jump on a call with you and take you for a test drive and show you how you can implement it in your business. But yeah, if you need a better way to organize your clients, or at least capture new prospects, nurture those leads, close those sales, rinse and repeat over and over again, Journey Builder might just be the solution you've been looking for. Everything's under one. Everything is under one umbrella there. So you just log in, and then you've got access to everything. So no more like, my website was built in Wix and I use MailChimp for my email program, and I use this for this and this for this, and then this for point of sale. Everything's under one roof, right? All righty. Yeah, we're ready to go about that. So let's start demonstrating, right? We want to play. We're here to workshop. So let's talk about Formwise real quick. So Formwise is very, very cool. Thank you, Ming, for putting the DDF up in the chat. Formwise, what I'm going to do, Formwise allows us to build a form. Let me come over here real quick. If you guys have your phones, you can scan this QR code, open up your camera, hold it over this. What it's going to do, let me share my screen here. Share screen. And we're going to go to this. What it's going to do is it's going to load something that looks like this on your phone. And what you can do, you can go over to Google. All right. If you go to google.com and search your business. Oops. I went to google.com. It opened up a different link. Hold on. Google.com. Let me share this screen instead. All right, search your business. I'll put that QR code back up on the screen, I promise. All right, so here we go. JVI Mobile Marketing, 30 Google reviews, right? If you click on your Google reviews, it'll bring up your reviews. So you search your company should come up. Okay. So let's go. Now I always reply, but let's do this. So I'm going to take Kerry, Kerry. I'm going to take Kerry's review from a couple years ago. I'm actually going to copy this entire review. I'm going to leave her name out of there. I'm going to copy it. Okay. So I'm taking this review, I'm copying the review, and then I'm going back to this form that you guys should see if you scan the QR code. I'm going to paste that Google review into that box. And then the customer's name was Kerry. All right. So let me just read it to you real quick for context, because this is how cool this particular one tool is. And this is a minuscule, not even 0.00001% of all that Formwise can do. It just happened to be an easy tool for me to show you guys. So just from this form that you can use in your business, right? I have a story to share, and as a result, I'm very happy and confident to refer Jay Vicks because I know he will go above and beyond and take care of his clients. I reached out to Jay yesterday with a technology issue that I had been experiencing. I tried to resolve it on my own for days. Although it wasn't regarding digital marketing, which his company is known for, I knew Jay was extremely knowledgeable. Long story short, Jay, I really can't thank you enough for your time, support, patience, professionalism, and overall your true desire to help me resolve my techie issue, there's no doubt that you're happy when your clients are happy. I have complete faith in you and your work ethic. People are in good hands when they work with you. Thank you again. It's a glowing review. It's awesome. It's not even like digital marketing related, but it was a great review. So all I have to do is click submit, and it's going to generate a response to that review. Thank you, Carrie. Your kind words mean a lot to me. I'm so glad that I could help you with your technology issue, and I truly appreciate your trust in me and my work ethic. It was a pleasure working with you, and I look forward to assisting you in the future. Thank you again for the opportunity to help. It's a perfect response to a Google review, generated in 2 seconds. I didn't have to stare at a blank screen thinking about what I was going to say. And all I have to do is click the copy button up here. It copies it to my clipboard. I can come back over to Google, and I already responded, but I can actually click the respond button and paste it in and save it, and boom. So you can generate all sorts of forms with FormWise. Maybe you want to make a survey, and then you want to have the answers of that survey. You want to write an AI prompt and include the answers in the survey to get a customized response for your client or the website visitor that you have. It's an amazing tool. This is just one way that we're using it. Another way that we're using it is on our social media, in our Journey Builder software. We have a social media automation and scheduler tool. I'm going to talk to you about that in a little bit. Heather, thank you for putting the link. If you guys want to check out FormWise, there is a link in there. It's up on the screen right now. It is an affiliate link, but you guys are going to pay the same whether you use the link or not. So all my links today are affiliate links, full transparency, but who cares? If you guys want to check out the tools, you should use my affiliate link because I'm doing this webinar for you at no cost. Fun. So, so we have a social media scheduling and automation tool inside of Journey Builder. So we give our Journey Builder clients the ability to create Facebook ad copy, headlines, Facebook text, like primary text. They can generate social media posts and multiple posts right from filling out a form. Tell us a little bit about your business. Who do you serve? Who do you help? What problem do you solve? What's your value proposition? What's your offer? And then they fill out a form, click submit, boom, it can spit out 10, 15, 20 social media posts at once. Very, very cool stuff. So let's pull this back up. All right, if you guys hadn't gotten the code before, pull out your camera right now on your phone. I'm only going to leave it up here for another like 15 seconds. Pull out your phone. It should be probably right on your desk. Open your camera, hold it over that code, click the link. We'll come back to it later, but it's going to take you to the form for your Google reviews, and you will be using AI in your business. Like I promised, you would definitely be using AI today. So you just copy your Google review into it, put their name, submit, boom, done. Okay, cool. All right. John Pratt is going to be coming up to the stage here in just a second, and he's going to talk 5 or 10 minutes about a tool that we love. I've been using Content at Scale. Heather, who's backstage with me right now, has been using Content at Scale. They are like the world leader. We spent some time in Austin with their team a month ago in March, a little over a month ago now, at Content Hacker Live. It was an amazing event. We learned so much about how to generate long form content. And what these guys are doing is cutting edge. And it's also our first step in our digital duplication framework, our DDF. It is the first thing that we do. It's the first tool that we use to create massive amounts of content and effectively clone ourselves. So John's going to be talking about Content at Scale, and he's going to have a challenge for you in just a minute. So let's bring John up. I'll remove this for a minute. John, good morning. How are you? I know it's super early where you are. You're like 3 hours behind.
It's on the earlier side. We're good. Jay, thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm John, head of success at Content at Scale. Basically, my job is to help you use AI successfully in your business. So just a minute ago, Jay was talking about, he promised we would use AI in your business, but I'll tell you, like, not only that, because I see a lot of AI, companies and usage, But Jay is helping us here use AI in the best ways possible. Like we were meeting a few days ago about this webinar, and his framework sort of blew me away, like what he is doing and teaching and sharing with AI. So yeah, definitely happy to be here.
Cool. Do you have anything you want to share slide-wise? I can remove myself and let you take over.
Yeah, let me. I just sourced some keywords from your audience here.
Okay.
I said, hey, drop a keyword in the chat and let's share. Start writing with AI. So I'll take one of those. I'll take that first one. I think is cannabis.
Yep.
So as I present, the AI will actually be writing that blog post for us. So I'm going to go into a
Are you able
sort of in
to
the background
present?
here. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Once
I'm
you
going to
share your
go
screen, I'll pull myself
share
down.
screen. Okay, let's see. This, and you'll see it in a couple seconds here.
I got it. Add to
If you
stage.
can't see it already.
I got it. Add to stage.
There we go. So this is what you see in Content at Scale when you log in and create a project. Notice the project is empty. So we're going to write a post. A project is just your website on Content at Scale. So let's write a post. I'm going to click this purple button here, and we'll come back to the details here. I just want to get this one cooking in the oven here. I think the keyword was cannabis. So I'm going to write from a keyword. I can write from all these other sources as well, but traditionally we write content from a keyword. So I'm going to use that as our example here. Let's see if I can spell today. Cannabis. There we go. So that is my keyword. I have all these other options as well. I can assign it to a writer, all these details. But basically, again, remember my job is to help you succeed with AI in your business. So I'll keep it very simple because simple is all we need. Using that one keyword, I'm just going to write post now. Now keep in mind, this is a very broad keyword with a lot of like subtopics. So we're going to come up with a fairly robust piece of content here. I'm going to write post now, and I'll say yes, create post. Now while that's writing, I want to share some information with you here from this window here, just to give a little background on what Content at Scale is doing at this point for us in the background. I suspect, it'll take maybe 5 or 6 minutes to write a 2,000 to 3,000 word blog post for us. So while it's doing that, I'll talk a little bit specifically about how to automate almost everything in your business, just like Jay's talking about with the framework. Now, specifically SEO writing. And we'll touch on each of these topics. What SEO writing even is in the first place. I'm not going to get super deep. I'm just going to touch on it so that we understand what's going on in the background with Content at Scale. The problem it solves, it being SEO content, and how Content at Scale automates that process with keywords, research, writing, of course, the entire blog post, and then with SEO friendly yet human-like output. Ultimately, and we'll do we'll get our hands dirty in AI here, how to use this as part of the digital duplication framework. So just briefly, what is SEO writing? SEO writing is written content meant to rank in search engine results. And it's worth noting that 10, 15 years ago, Terry can attest to this, perhaps the best way was still very terrible to write SEO content because people were keyword stuffing. What do I mean keyword stuffing? I mean, if you want to rank for cannabis, 15 years ago, you could just write a blog post that says cannabis, 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 hide it in the back of your webpage, and it'll presumably rank for that keyword, which is a really terrible way to serve humans because it doesn't serve humans at all when you do that. It just serves the Google algorithms. That's not what we're looking for in SEO content. So in SEO content, we're looking to serve humans, right? Our audience. So why would I want to automate something I'm not doing anyway? What if you're not SEO writing? Well, because you totally should be SEO writing anyway, because there's a problem that SEO writing solves, and this is what it is. What are these blogs for? What is that problem that SEO writing solves? Beyond the fact that each blog post is hugely beneficial to the digital duplication framework because it serves as like a a seed for all of the ideas that come downstream in the framework, and you'll see that as Jay talks about it. The problem SEO, to illustrate the problem that SEO writing solves, I think we can agree that you as a business are a solution, and people have problems, right? Huge sweeping statements here. I think we can all agree. People, when they have problems, they Google stuff, right? They Google stuff when they have problems. And I want them to find you. So that's what SEO blogs are for. You rank highly on the search engine results. People find you when they Google stuff. They search on your, they click on your search result and you get a visitor, which turns into a lead for your business, right? Now, John, I'm not a writer, so how do I automate my SEO writing? Well, of course, I'm glad you asked because I'm here representing Content at Scale as part of the framework that Jay is sharing here. So Content at Scale automates the entire SEO writing. The way it does that is you can find keywords in the platform. Now notice I tapped our audience for that keyword, right? That's it was cannabis, the keyword. I could just as well take that keyword into Content at Scale or any keyword, type it in, find multiple variations, hundreds of variations of any keyword to write for, which again, this is a seed for the entire digital duplication framework. So very important to find the right keyword so that the rest of the content downstream makes a whole lot of sense and helps your audience. And of course, this Content at Scale writes the blog post in an SEO friendly way. Again, written for humans, not for random Google robots or anything. We're serving humans here in SEO. And lastly, let's go. I'll start sharing my screen again in the platform in Content at Scale so we can see how to use this as part of the digital duplication framework. So I will share my in-app screen so we can, again, get our hands dirty with AI today.
All right, there you go.
So here is that cannabis blog post. Again, it's a huge topic, so it's still being written. I do have some other projects to share with you that I wrote, I think, just last night in preparation for this exact webinar. So I'm going to click on projects here, and it'll show me every single project I have inside my account. I think I have like 12 or 15 or 20 maybe. They're all mostly just demo projects. We're focused on this project here, which is some sort of sample. It's just a demo project. It's a sample project for like a budget travel site. So it's not cannabis related, but I think someone mentioned travel after that someone else mentioned cannabis. So hopefully this is illustrates what Content at Scale can do with a single keyword. This is 3 blog posts. Each was prompted only using one keyword. For example, is Tulum safe? Right, that's a travel destination in Mexico. That's all I typed in. No fancy prompting at all. I'm going to click on this blog post that was created. Again, this is last night, 4/15/2024. So a lot going on here. And again, all I did was put in a keyword, is Tulum safe? And it wrote 2,900 words of content, scored 74 out of 100 in our optimization score, gave me a table of contents, a human-like intro. I mean, you could parse this out into content all day long. All these H2s, all these outbound links, linking to authoritative third-party websites. I'm going to scroll down here. It gave us a key takeaway, great for formatting, great for readability. I'm going to scroll all the way to the very bottom here. Gave us a bottom line, it gave us a conclusion, all of this human-like. Now, if you wanted to, and I do suggest this, if you're going to publish this as a blog post, you should add some images just to make it more readable, more human-friendly, right? More digestible. But again, there's a lot going on here. I want to go check out one more in that same project. Again, that keyword was, is Tulum safe? This keyword was best places to travel on a tight budget. Let's go take a look. Now it gave the same human-like intro, table of contents. Wow, it talks about all these cool places. I haven't looked at this piece of content yet. Slovenia, Eastern Europe, it's of course going to list a bunch of places. Very thorough as I scroll through here. Budget friendly, cheap road trip. You could parse this out all day long in service of the digital duplication framework. So I hope that covers just how to use AI very, very quickly, because it is very quick once you're in Content at Scale. You literally create a project and you write post from a keyword and you enter your keyword here. It could be as broad as cannabis, or it could be as specific as, what is cannabis for, or is cannabis legal in, Washington or something. Anything people type into Google, you can type in here and get a blog post all about that keyword. Of course, in service of the digital duplication framework. Back to Jay.
Awesome, John. Thank you. That's awesome. And let me know in the next minute or two if you did get something off of cannabis. I would love to try to send that over to Terry if and when it finishes up here.
Sure, it's
like
writing now, and if it's not quite done yet, I'll send it to you and you can share it with Terry.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. I'll let you hang out backstage. First of all, before I let John go, so we can continue moving on talking about the other tools we use and how all of these come together for our DDF framework, the digital duplication framework. Any questions on Content at Scale that John might be able to answer, go ahead and put those in the chat real quick. Heather, thank you for putting the link. That Content at Scale link Heather just put in is it's on the screen now. That is my affiliate link for Content at Scale. I have nothing to sell you guys today. I just want you to buy everybody else's products. I guess Journey Builder, but if you're excited or interested in these tools, I would love for you to go check them out. And there's no pitch there is no slide at the end of this presentation that says, if you act now for $597, you're going to get something. Like, I don't have a sales pitch on today's webinar. So my sales pitch is, if you're going to buy this product anyway, just use my link. I'll get a little something back. It doesn't cost you any more to use my link. It's the same price whether you use it or not. So as a friend to me, I would just ask that you use the affiliate link. But if you guys have a quick question for John about how to use Content at Scale, or something that you saw that you wanted to understand a little bit more, you can put it in the chat now while he's here, or you can always ask me later and I can connect you and get those questions answered. I'll give everybody just a couple of seconds. One thing that I like, John, and you mentioned this, we can search, right? Can we search inside of Content at Scale for things that people are searching on Google? Like, there's a keyword research tool in there?
Yes, exactly. So inside each project, there's a button called Keyword Research.
Yeah.
And I can search for topics, and I type in cannabis, and it gives me, I'm betting it'll give me like 700 different ideas. I could write for the keyword cannabis like we did, or I could write for any of the 700 ideas that it gives me, or all of them if I really wanted to. It's going to give me keywords like, what is cannabis? What is it used for? Where is cannabis legal? Even like THC, different CBD, different variations of that same like theme or idea or topic. But yeah, basically endless ideas. 700, it'll take me a lot of time to write all 700 of those, it'll give me endless ideas.
Absolutely. Terry was asking, and I the answer would be yes, if you format it, but all content can be used in a newsletter?
Yes, absolutely. So, and one great idea you could do just to make it duplicatable, right? Because this is all about scale and duplication and really ease of adopting AI. We don't want to make it difficult. What you could do is, when you create a blog, you could take the first 100, 200 words, whatever that real hook is in the content, and then put that in your newsletter, put a little link to read more on your website. That way, boom, you get a visitor and a newsletter out of it.
Yeah, love it. Absolutely. I know we've used it. One of the ways that we used Content at Scale, probably our biggest project to date, and Heather, who's backstage helping here, she created an over 100-page ebook as a lead magnet download. So what she did, she created a series. It was like 8 or 9 articles, all over like 1,500 words. They were big articles. Each solving. It was the emotional journey of a kitchen remodel. It's like all the stages of how you're going to feel throughout an entire kitchen remodel. And we did them as individual blog posts. And then what we did is we took them and we turned it into an ebook and gave it a nice cover. We used an ebook tool that we have called Beacon. No affiliate link for that one today. Sorry. And then we have this like smart PDF. So when somebody opts in to get the emotional journey of a kitchen remodel ebook, they have that download, and it's meaty. It's like 100-page lead magnet. So pretty impressive stuff there. So I love the tool. Heather loves the tool. So Terry, hope that answers your question. All right. How are we doing on that blog post? One last check, and then I'll kick you out of here.
Yeah, let's take a look. It is written. Let me share.
All right, share, and I'll pull it up, and then we'll move on quickly after that.
Awesome.
There we go.
So here's that title. Again, I just wrote the keyword cannabis, and it gave us 2,000 words in a blog post. Starts out, hey there, let's talk about cannabis. You might know it as marijuana, weed, or pot, all these different things. Let's talk about, is it safe, addictive, legal? And then it goes into it. So I like the table of contents. I like the content itself. Very formatted, very friendly, like on my eyes, right, as a reader. It cites some sources here, some third-party websites. Another one, 2019 study, 2019 review, CDC link if you're into that, and then a conclusion. So same thing, just a lot of useful, beefy content you could parse out for a long time.
And one of the benefits of content at scale for everybody who's watching is they have a detector, an AI detector. Is it written by AI or is it human? And it's like 99%. Terry says very cool. Terry, we can get you that blog post too. We can send it to you. But it's like 99% accurate, correct? A little over 99 or accurate.
Oh
as
yeah.
Not being able to be detected.
I rarely see anything like detectable out of content at scale. And if I do, it's so funny. It's a very conservative detection tool. It's very aggressive, right? So it might be like 2 or 3 words that are like, hey, this, basically tends to be overused on the internet. So go change those 2 or 3 words, and then you're in the clear. Like no one's gonna detect this as robotic or anything. Very human-like.
I love it. All right, John, send me that blog post. Terry, I will get it to you. And John, thank you so much for coming on today. I really appreciate it. I love your company.
Absolutely.
As a friend of Julia McCoy for a number of years now, and then getting to meet you and talk barbecue in Austin.
That's right.
A month ago. And talking punk rock with the founder, Justin. I love everything about you guys. Thank you for what you do and keep up the great work. And I'll continue to be a client and hopefully send you some more clients.
Appreciate it. Guys, listen to Jay. He's fantastic. Thank you, Jay.
Thanks, John. Talk to you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Well, so content at scale, throw a keyword in the chat. We'll pick one. We did that. AI powered content generation. I don't need to say any more on that. I think John did a great job kind of going through how you can quickly create 2,000 words, 3,000 words, just off of a topic, and you can get really specific. And I'm going to share that as we move forward here with the digital duplication framework. So the first stage of our framework is actually creating a big piece of content, a blog, right, with lots of chapters. So we're going to talk more. I'm going to continue to work our way through that as we go. But I want to continue showing some of these new tools, and then I'll come back and show you how we tie them all together. A couple of months ago, I was introduced to this tool called HeyGen. If you haven't seen HeyGen yet, it is scary. Okay. And by the way, Terry, John just put the link to the blog post for you in the comments. So go ahead and copy that and go ahead and use it. Thank you so much, John, for doing that. Terry, enjoy. But HeyGen is, all right, here. Better yet, better than me talking about how HeyGen can create you and effectively clone you. Why don't I show you before I go into the next one? I believe I have one pulled up. Share my screen again. check this out, guys. The HeyGen, I'll show you how we do it. I'm just going to show you a few seconds of it. Let me pull up that screen. All right, I'm going to just show you and make sure. It should be sharing the audio. You guys can let me know if the audio doesn't play, but let me pull this up. Now you see me on the screen, right? And you can't really see my brick background there, but it's me right here sitting in my office, right? And it's loading. Loading. Some of you have seen this. We sent a video out in an email a while ago. It's going to take a while. Let's see. I'm going to give it just another 15 seconds, and I'm just going to tell you what it does, and hopefully it'll load. Well, I'll tell you anyway. So what HeyGen will allow us to do, I gave it about a 3-minute, it's 2 to 5 minutes. I gave it about 3 minutes of me sitting here in my office, looking at this camera, just rambling on, just talking. I got excited. I got a little high pitch, low pitch, monotone. I took pauses between sentences at times, right? I tried to close my mouth. I tried not to use too much hand motion. And HeyGen learned me. It learned me. It took about 8 hours. It learned me, my voice, my inflection, my tone, my pitch, everything. And now, from now on, we just feed HeyGen a script, like a script of what I want me to say on video. And I have my team doing that. So we have Veronica. So Heather generates a script. She gives it to Veronica. Veronica imports the actual script, text script, into HeyGen, and HeyGen creates the video of me saying that script. It's crazy. Crazy. Let me see if I can get one to load faster that maybe I've used a couple times in the past. It seems like it's just going a little slow. I hate still shots of me, by the way. I always gets that one eye half closed or something else. It's taking a little bit longer to do one. Let me just quickly, I'm gonna try one more time, and if it doesn't load, I'm gonna keep going. Let's just try this one.
Welcome to the new era of video creation with HeyGen. Simply type your script to get started.
Okay, I did not do that video. I put that, I put that text in, welcome to the new generation, blah, 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 and we uploaded it, and there I am in my office saying it, but I never sat in front of the camera and recorded those words a day in my life. We just put the AI-generated text right in. That's what HeyGen does. So it's a major part of the digital duplication framework. I'll show you guys a little bit more of that when we come back to it shortly. Let me come back to this. So minimal input, maximum output. You can take a section of a blog post, right? You could take a section from that table of contents and content at scale, take that section and go into another tool like Claude or Perplexity, which I'm going to show you today, or even ChatGPT, quite honestly. And you can say, write me a video script to describe this section of this. And you can give it a whole bunch of other stuff in the prompts. And then you get that output, you run it into HeyGen, and boom, now I'm talking about this section or teaching somebody how to do this section from that blog post, right? So now you're starting to see the pieces come together for our framework. All right. Okay, Perplexity. Perplexity is the coolest. I think it's the coolest research tool that's out there, AI related. Perplexity has up-to-the-date minute information of things going on in the world, news, events, like the morning after the cargo ship hit the bridge in Baltimore, right? I actually went in and I said, can you give me the latest details and facts about what happened with the cargo ship hitting the bridge in Baltimore? And it like gathered really quickly. It gathered up like 8 or 9 sources from around the web, and it kind of just listed out the facts at that point based on the aggregate of these news sources in a way that I would quickly understand and could regurgitate to someone. So I felt like I understood at least what was going on at that time. And I'm sure if I searched it now with more of the investigation, blah, 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 I'd probably get cooler stuff, but it really understands my question. I find myself going to it all the time. As a matter of fact, the digital duplication framework, I used Perplexity to help me describe and name the framework, right? So I told it everything we do. It's a really cool tool. It's similar to Claude or ChatGPT, but sometimes those tools don't have, they're not pulling resources. Like Perplexity has the world's academic library. Like it will search that. So if you're looking for research papers or published medical papers, like it has access to all of that, and it can aggregate, summarize, and give it to you. And then if you stay in the conversation with it, like if you create a conversation, it remembers the context from the previous questions. Claude will do that too. So it'll go back and scan and always remember its sources, and so it gets smarter over time. It's almost like truly generative AI. I don't have an affiliate link for Perplexity. It's free, and then there's a $20 plan similar to Claude, similar to ChatGPT. Just go check it out. Go play with it. I have a $20 plan to all three of them because I'm saying I try everything. The one thing I would say, I will point out with a lot of these tools, we always recommend don't buy an annual license to the tools. Make the companies work for it, and stay on a month to month. The reason why is it's like an AI arms race, right? And new tools are coming out all the time, and if you lock yourself into an annual, that one might be obsolete in 6 months if they didn't do good things with it. I will say that these tools that I'm talking about, I think they're here for a while, and they seem to be improving over time. I'm seeing new features come out with all the tools that we're talking about. So I feel like these are kind of heavy hitters in the space. I don't think these are going to be ones that are going to go obsolete next month because 1,000 competitors just destroyed them. But Perplexity is wild. It's incredible. For just getting the information that you want, and maybe even finding more details that you could feed into other AI tools to get smarter results. All right. Another one from our digital duplication framework that we're going to be talking about is Minvo. Minvo, I just recently discovered. It was a deal on AppSumo. Heather can put a link to the I don't know if it's still up on AppSumo, but we do have it's only like $8 a month. It's not expensive. I think there might even be a free plan. I'm not sure, Heather. Thank you. So what Minvo will do is, you ever see those videos, like the TikTok videos or the Instagram Reels or Facebook Stories and YouTube Shorts, where it's like a portrait person talking and there's captions and each word animates a different color, like if each word might be blue as I'm saying it, right? What Minvo does is it'll take a video, you feed it a video, like a 5-minute, 10-minute, 40-minute, 60-minute, whatever video. I could feed it this entire workshop when we're done. And what Minvo will do is it will use AI to auto-generate for a video this size that we're doing. We're 48 minutes into this thing. It would generate like 24 short 30 or 45 or 60-second clips, highlights. It'll pull out highlights and give you all these moments. They're called moments from the video. And every single one of them is complete with auto color changing captions. It's all captioned and ready to go, and you can share it to social media. So you can repurpose a big video into tons of splintered content, driving people back to the original video, and then that original video could drive people back to our blog post. And now you might start to see what our digital duplication framework is doing, even though I'm going to give you a quick rundown of that in a minute. But they're all editable as well. So if you're like, it went a little too long, or it said one extra sentence, or I wanted to start it, I'd rather start it here. You can change where your auto-generated video starts and stops, and it's all based by text. So where there's tools like Descript out there, Minvo does something very similar, and it's so much easier to use, in my opinion. And if you want to take a word or a sentence out, you just delete the word or sentence out of your text, and it edits the video. So you don't even have to be a video editor. You just, as long as you know how to edit a document, basically edit text, it will edit your video in real time. Very quick, very easy, and a way to generate lots of clips, repurpose your longer form videos into snippets from that. So very cool tool that we're really big on right now. All right, conversational AI. This is one that's becoming really powerful. Our tool Journey Builder has a lot of conversational AI. You can, right now, what we're able to do inside of Journey Builder and with conversational AI, just to give you guys a scope of what's out there when it comes to having conversations with customers or prospects, leads, past customers. Right now, we are able to set up conversational AI where if a prospect is visiting your website and you have one of those live chat buttons in the bottom corner of your webpage, which I recommend everybody does, we can connect an AI chatbot so that if somebody says, hey, how much is this thing? Or, hey, where are your products made? Or, hey, what time do you close? Or, hey, what are your specials for today? You don't need a human to answer it. We can put it in, we can feed it your website. If you have that stuff on your website, we can feed it your website or other information about your business. And it can actually chat with people that are visiting your website and try to capture leads, book appointments, schedule things. We can do that through text. We can do it through chatbot. Claude, Terry, I'll talk to you about Claude too in a second. Claude is a lot like Perplexity, by the way, and ChatGPT. We are also right now experimenting, and I don't have it in time for this video. We are experimenting with voice conversational AI, where you can actually talk on the phone with an AI bot who understands everything you've taught it and everything that you've given it. You train it. It's a data set, right? You've given it the information and it will talk like a human, and you can tell it, throw in the occasional or right? Like, and talk. I played with the tool. We're going to be testing it over the next 2 weeks. And then our next webinar, I'm sure I'll be talking about it, but we are actually able to now have voice conversations with AI that sounds exactly human-like. At worst, it sounds like it's reading from a script, but you can change things like the speed, the tonality, the pitch, and all these things. And it can do over 1,000 calls concurrently for you. So if you wanted a massive cold caller, it's there, it's built, and we're going to be playing with a really cool tool over the next 2 weeks. And I can't wait to share with you. Stay tuned. Just follow me. I'm going to be talking a lot about it if the experiment goes well over the next 14 days. Hopefully on the next webinar, we'll be all about voice conversational AI. But we do have a lot of these conversational text and chat tools already built into our Journey Builder software. And also inside Journey Builder, we also have a AI review thing. So instead of the FormWise tool I showed you earlier, we can do AI review responses as well. All right. So here's some examples of how you can integrate Journey Builder with these tools. So FormWise can integrate a created form into a landing page that you built, because we have a website builder or funnel builder inside Journey Builder. It's one of the tools that we have in our software. And you can put a form into Journey Builder on your page, embed it on your page, and when people fill out that form, it runs a prompt on the back end and spits out some information for them. So you can use it in your funnels. Content at scale, we have the ability to put your articles on a website. We also have blogging tools built in, so you can run your SEO articles right through your own domain within Journey Builder that are SEO optimized to generate more traffic to your site. And then HeyGen, of course, in your email marketing campaigns, I mean, you can use video wherever you use video. You can also use it on social media, but you can incorporate videos in your email marketing campaigns on journeybuilder.io. If you want to learn more about Journey Builder, you can go to getjourneybuilder.com. So www.getjourneybuilder.com and book a demo with me, and I'll take you for a test drive through there. Some more ways. Perplexity. So if you're looking to have communication with somebody, a text message communication, an answer to something, or come up with a way to write something that includes actual data and research, you can do that, because in Journey Builder you have email communication, website landing page copy, you have chat, you have all sorts of things, and you can use Perplexity for that research. Minvo, so we have a social media scheduler and automating tool similar to Hootsuite or Buffer, but apparently now I just checked Hootsuite's recent prices. We are like way cheaper than Hootsuite for social media scheduler, because we'll give you a scheduling and automation tool for $47 a month, and I think their lowest plan now is $99. It's crazy, blew my mind. But Minvo, you can actually take all those short little snippets that I showed you before with Minvo. You take your 5-minute or 10 or 1 hour long video, you break it up into these, you have Minvo break it up and caption all these short videos. And then you schedule them to go out on all of your different social media channels over the next 30, 60, 90, 365 days. And that's how we can use Minvo with Journey Builder. And Claude, so Terry, I'm coming back to you on that. Claude is ask it a question, ask it to write you something, write me an email, act as a world-class copywriter. It's kind of like chat. It's a different large language learning model, LLM language learning model. It's a different one to ChatGPT. I think it's a lot better. It's a better writer. It's a better creative tool than ChatGPT. But it's very similar to ChatGPT. So if you've been playing with ChatGPT, you can do it with Claude. The cool thing with Claude, you can upload your data sets. So if you want to upload PDFs and images and website copy to it in one conversation, similar to Perplexity, it will continue. Every time you continue in that conversation, it goes back and rescans everything it's learned so far. So it continues to get smarter with every conversation you have with it. So you can create emails, you can create text messages to send out in your emails or text messages. You can have it write landing page copy. Steve Little says, I'm getting great results with Gemini. I just installed Gemini in my Google Workspace account, and I really like Gemini too. I've been playing with it a ton. I like using it. I tried it in a Google Meet the other day to AI generate a Simpsons colored background for my Google Meet, and it was wild. It matched it perfect. So GDPR. I don't know what you're saying here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Steve, I don't know what that is. What's GDPR? GDPR. Did you type that right? Anyway, I'll keep going. All right. So let's talk about our new framework, the Digital Duplication Framework, the DDF. Oh, GDPR problems in Europe for Claude. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's one thing. I am not an expert outside of the US, but yeah, I didn't realize that GDPR was a struggle in Europe. So there's a new tidbit today for our non-US people who happen to be in Europe. All right, DDF. So here's what we're doing, and this is kind of a recap of everything we talked about today. Just about. But this is what we've been working on. So here's our strategy. Here's our solution. You're going to be hearing me talk about this probably until you're blue in the face and never want to hear from me on another webinar again. I'll live with it. You guys, a lot of you are my friends. We start with content at scale. John gave us a great demonstration. We create a SEO optimized blog post in content at scale, 2,000, 3,000 words, even 1,000 words. Right? We get that table of contents that you guys saw in that demonstration. There's a table of contents with each section of our blog post. Heather then takes a section of that blog post. She goes into Claude or Perplexity. She can use Perplexity as well. We've been using Claude because it's a really good writer. Goes into Claude and gives it a prompt that says, can you turn this into a script, knowing what you know about JVix and Journey Builder, and what we've taught it so far? Turn this into a script of JVix teaching this section into a video script, right? Claude will generate that script. So that's step 2. So step 1, we create the post that we want to work on. We've identified a topic, we create the post, and we turn it into a script in Claude. Then we take that script and we turn that script into a video of me reading said script in front of a camera as if I recorded that video, right? As we showed you with HeyGen, right? So we have HeyGen. Now we're turning that into a 3 to 5 minute or 5 to 7 minute video on that one section of that blog post, right? We've got many other sections to go, so we can create lots of long form videos. And then Veronica does that, and then Veronica takes that video, and we're going to be uploading all these to YouTube, all these videos as we do them. We're coming up with them. We're creating them now. Take that video, run it into Minvo, and get all the social media clips full with captions and everything for TikTok and Instagram stories and Facebook, or Instagram Reels and Facebook stories, and YouTube Shorts, all the different short video platforms or channels, and she can edit them, and we brand them to our colors. I think my highlighted word as it goes through is like the teal that you're seeing in the slide, right? Create those clips. So then when somebody on social media sees the clip and they want to go see the full video, it takes them to the full video. And then on the full video, we have a link back to the blog post. So the blog post creates the long form videos. The long form videos are turned into short form videos, which get spread out to the world. Splintered out to the world at mass, right? We can do lots of them at one time from one video, and then all those can link back to the full video, which links back to the blog post. And now we've got an entire content creation process at scale where we're generating tons of pieces of content without me having to do any of it. Let me repeat that. I didn't have to do any of it. Now, you guys need a Heather or a Veronica on your team, or a really good VA, or somebody that you can teach this process to and do it. But there's two main benefits. We can rapidly create content at scale, not to be confused with content at scale. Rapidly content creation at scale. And we can effectively clone ourselves. I use air quotes when I say clone. I'm not really cloning myself. Effectively doing that. Julia, Julia's on. Julia McCoy is a legend. Thank you, Julia. I'm glad you're watching. When Julia says killer strategies today, I blush. I think it's awesome. So thank you. So that's kind of the whole DDF framework that we're doing, and how we're using all these tools to do that. So that being said, if you guys want to check out these tools, take your phone back out. Go ahead, take your phone out. Hold the camera up. It's a different barcode or a different QR code, I promise. It's a different one than the one we did with FormWise earlier. Take your phone out. Hold your phone up. You guys should know how to do a QR code by now, really, right? I mean, you guys been to a restaurant since COVID started, all right? Hold your phone over that QR code. It's going to take you to a web page. All the tools that we were talking about are going to be on this web page, and you can click on the links to go visit any of them. Yes, those links are my affiliate links. Great, big deal. Big whoop, right? Please use my affiliate links if you're going to check out these tools. It was great to have John Pratt on today as well. Super excited to learn from him with Content at Scale, and they're amazing. And Terry, thank you. This is true, by the way. Steve is a very good friend of mine. A clone of him is terrifying. One of him alone, the actual real live one, is terrifying enough. We don't need more Steves. Just kidding. I love you, brother. And thank you for the kind words. And Terry, loaded with value, great training today. I have about 10 minutes left. I was going to go 75 minutes. Thank you for the great feedback. If anybody has any questions or want me to clarify anything or go back, please type it in the chat right now. Like I said, I planned until, thanks, Steve. I planned until 12:15 Eastern time. So that's quarter past the hour here. It's only 4 after right now. So I have 10 to 11 minutes. I'm happy to give you guys back the rest of your day. If you guys need to run, jump off, that's totally cool. We'll end the live stream, but I'm going to give you guys a minute or so to ask any questions on the strategy. If you want to learn more about Journey Builder, go over to getjourneybuilder.com and book a demo with me. That's the best thing to do. It doesn't obligate you to anything. It's just I'll show you the platform. It's easier to show than just purely tell. And I think thanks for joining. So if anybody has any questions, I'm going to give you guys a few more seconds to just type them in the chat. And Heather, thanks for putting the getjourneybuilder.com link in the chat for me. Yeah, and you guys feel free to use the DDF framework. I'm going to be going in depth, and I'll probably do walkthrough videos and stuff, how we're actually using it. But a lot of the content you'll be seeing coming from us, you're going to have to ask yourself, is that really J or is that JI? Right? We don't know. We don't know. Might be me, might be JI. All right. Cool. I must have done a really good job explaining this if nobody has questions. So that's good. I feel honored. Hey guys, if you guys want to leave me a Google review for the webinar, right? You can just go to the JVI Mobile, just go to Google and search JVI Mobile Marketing. Put it in the comments here. I'll do it, Heather. Don't worry. JVI Mobile. Yeah, JI, right, Steve? Isn't that cool? JVI Mobile Marketing. If you guys thought I brought value, then the best thing, the most sincerest form of flattery here is head over to my Google business page and leave a review about my webinar or how we're using our AI tools. It'd be an honor to get some good reviews from you guys. And if you want to learn more about the strategy or the software, I'm always happy to help. But I'm going to give everybody back the rest of their day. Thanks for joining today, and I can't wait to catch up with everybody later. Take care.